This is going to be a general energy reading. So this is going to be the real reason why your lover has multiple partners. So this could be love triangle situation. It could be love square situation, whatever resonates with you. Keep in mind this is just general. I'll try to break it down for more than one group of you guys because you guys could be dealing with kind of similar energies. So I like to kind of like break it down for the collective. Some parts of this reading may resonate with you while other parts may not, or it may resonate fully with you for whatever reason. For others of you, it may also not resonate at all. So it is what it is. If you guys are easily triggered by things, I would not watch this because I don't know what's going to come out. I'm just letting y'all know. I do not know what could come out of this reading. I will be as honest and open as the cards will allow, and the Most High God, however it's supposed to come out, it's how it's going to come out, and I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. So, just as a disclaimer, if you guys don't want to hear anything that could be a little, like a little sting, don't listen. All right. If you guys are new to my channel, thank you for joining me. If you guys are new subscribers, I thank you for your new subscription. For those of you who've been subscribed to me and those of you who visit from time to time, welcome back. Thank you guys as well. If you guys are interested in booking a personal reading with me, it is Mercury retrograde right now. So I would definitely read the description thoroughly just so you understand the terms and conditions. Also, if you guys have any questions, I would prefer you guys email me. If you guys do book on my website, please, again, make sure that you're reading everything um, through fine print, like fully read everything before you book a reading. Um, and I would also suggest you guys, if you guys happen to, I keep saying you guys, if you happen to purchase a reading with me, please email me within 24 hours with proof of payment, and we'll set up a booking date for you. If it's a phone session, we'll set up a date and time. I would definitely ask that you guys make sure that you check the email addresses clearly. Also, if you guys are booking a reading, a phone session reading with me, make sure that your telephone number that you give me is correct. If you guys are purchasing a reading, make sure that you know what type of reading you're booking and purchasing. If you have any questions, email me. Please email me directly at waluchildreadings@gmail.com. Okay. With that being said, let's go ahead and hop right into this energy. And I'm going to pray over the cards. I'm just going to ask the Most High God for love and guidance, nothing but truth, love, and clarity to come through this reading. I also ask Archangel Michael to seal and protect this reading from any lower vibrational energies or entities that may come through or try to distract this reading, that may try to deceive or confuse me or anyone else that is meant to receive the message they are meant to receive. Send those energies back to wherever they came from. And I appreciate you, Archangel Michael, as always. I also ask that I be a clear channel and vessel for the message that the Most High God has for the collective in relation to the situation, to understand why their lover or love interest is dating multiple people. Kind of, it could be like a player situation where this person has you and somebody else, juggling multiple people, or they're just never satisfied with one individual. So let's take a look at that. Some might say, well, he's just a dog, or she's just, a hoe, or you might say, that's just their preference. You never know exactly what a person, like why they do what they do. It could be, yeah, they like to have multiple partners, or for some, it could be the reason that they do that. It could be hurt, it could be fear of intimacy. You just never know. So I'm going to look at your person's energy and see who you're dealing with. And I'm going to do it in groups of 3. So I'm just going to look at if they're operating from their light or shadow attributes. Group number 1's person, their light attributes. I will call out the cards that I'm using in case you guys are interested. Group number 2's person is operating from their shadow side. Group number 3, light attribute. I'm using the Archetypes Oracle cards. If you guys are interested, this is the Archetype cards. I got these from Amazon. I think, wait, I take that back. It might have been eBay. I've seen these on Amazon, but I don't know why I got them. I think I got them off eBay, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know why I opted for eBay. Okay, so you have a monk / nun, group number 2. A mother, group number 3. A mediator. So this is your person and who they are, what they represent. So group number 1's person, you're dealing with a person or situation that is very spiritual. There's someone who has spiritual practices that they do. Could be like rituals. They could be very dedicated to a religion or spirituality, or say full moons come around, moon cycles, or they do like cleansing and healings. Like they're very dedicated to working with their spirit guides and their angels, their ancestors. They might have altars set up. So there's someone who may isolate themselves for the sake of their spirituality. It could be times where they go on retreats or something, or they just go through many isolated periods to dedicate their time and energy to their spirituality. Group number 2's person, they're very controlling. They have abandonment issues. I feel like they also make people around them feel guilty so that they can keep them in their inner circle. Like they're very controlling. They're kind of like a leader. They would be the perfect cult leader. Let's say that. Like they know how to put on this energy, like they're this mother or fathering energy to control and manipulate, to keep people under their wing. They could be the mother of your child, actually. I would say for some of you, this could be the mother of your child. And they use the kids against you. Like they use the kids to keep you trapped and stuck with them, or they use the kids for money to keep you trapped. Like they use guilt trips on you, and maybe even on the children. They kind of use the kids as tools. If not that, for some of you, then it's this person kind of like uses everybody else around them as a tool to kind of manipulate situations and do what they want them to do, instill fear into them, keep them trapped. So group number 3, your person that you're dealing with, they're very fair. In their professional life, let's say, like there's someone who's very very professional, well respected. They could work in the justice system or the law, like work with law enforcement or something, but they are very tricky and manipulative because they know how to equally give to more than one person. They kind of know how to persuade people and please people. They know how to give to everyone in some sort of way. They know how to take equally from people as well. They're very strategic when it comes to that. So that's your people. So let's take a look at the women that they deal with, or the men that they are attract and deal with. Okay, so group number 1, the type of men or women that they are attracted to or deal with, period, that they date and deal with. Group number 1, light attributes. Group number 2, light attributes. Group number 3, shadow attributes. Okay, so let's see. Group number 1, the type of women or men that they deal with. Let's see. Which we working with. Detective. This way. Group number 2, let's see. Samaritan. Okay, and group number 3, a wounded or child wounded. So dealing with a wounded person for group number 3. All right. So the detective, so the type of women or men that your person deals with, they're someone who's very intuitive. They're very observative. There's someone who's all about truth. Okay, they like to research things. They're the type of person that the moon card came out. They like to investigate. They like to, I don't feel like they're aspire on their lower vibrational side. They might be someone they spy a lot and make fake accounts on social media, or stalks people, or calls and hangs up, or, they can be sneaky. This person, let's see, um, this is a long distance connection, and someone in this group, this person, or the type of women that they deal with, or men that they deal with, they're usually at a distance. They keep this person far from them. And remember, this is the your person is the isolated monk or nun. Like, they might even be celibate, so they like to keep people at arm's length. They don't want people to get too close. They can make you feel like it's true love. They'll make you feel like you're in love with them. So the type of woman that they deal with, or men that they deal with, they're looking for love. They're at a long distance from them, whether that be like 30 minutes away, an hour away, miles and miles away, state to state, country even. It's like a little fantasy fairy tale, but it's very distant. This person could be a bit of a Casanova, and the type of women or men that they're interested in are hopeless romantics. So they kind of feed into the fantasy of like, we're far away, but our love is so deep. And I just, they are drawn to those types of people, and they're drawn to people who have spiritual gifts themselves, that are also intuitive, and also who are very knowledgeable, and who like to read books, and who like to study metaphysics and spirituality and watch documentaries. Like, they're into that type of person. You could be that type of person, a magician. Yeah, so they can also be into magic and stuff too. Like, they could be into spell work, the King of Swords. Very persuasive. This person that you're dealing with could be a Gemini or Pisces. Gemini and Pisces is the Magician card, but you got the King of Swords, so it more than likely could be a Gemini person, or any air sign, but it doesn't have to be any of those signs. But that's what came out specifically. Um, yeah, so that's the type of person that they deal with. So let's see group number two's person, or the type of people, men or women, that they're attracted to. You have Samaritan, which is positive attributes. There's someone who's willing to help. There's someone who, and I feel like that manipulative energy that I picked up from your person, they like this type of individual because they're willing to just give and give with no problem. They love to help people, and they would never leave anybody hanging. So your person feeds off of this person's energy, because it's like, oh, what did you say? Okay, I'll do it. I'll help you. Don't worry. And then they'll manipulate them like, oh, I thought you were never going to leave me. I thought you were this type of person that was always down. And this person be like, I'm sorry. Okay, what do you want me to do? Like, they're attracted to people pleasers. Your person is attracted to people pleasers, and they want those type of people. Mature man. So yeah, if you have a situation where your person is a single mother, single parent, they like older men that give them money, or like spoil them, like sugar baby. Yeah, they have fun with dating multiple people and playing games. Open relationship. Um, yeah, to where this person respects the fact that they don't want just one woman or one man. They're respectful to the fact that they have sugar daddies. Um, I'm streaming you guys unlisted, like privately streaming, so I apologize if it's glitching and stuff. Or I'm moving like robotically and all that type of stuff. I apologize. But yeah, this person, they're into a person that knows that they're not just with them exclusively. Like, there is no strings attached. Like, they're cool with this type of relationship. So that's the type of person that they're dealing with. Three of Swords, Ten of Cups, and the Lovers. This Lovers is not the traditional Lovers. It's got that love triangle vibe to it. So the Three of Swords is like, this person is kind of like, they pretend that they're happy that your person is open to dating other people or whatever. Or they know that they have someone else, or that they're not the only one. They pretend that they're okay with it, but in reality they're really hurt, because it's kind of like this person only lets them in, um, they only allow them in as close as they want them to be there. Your person only allows this person to come as close as they want them to come close to them. They keep a distance with this person, and they might use them for money or help, or just to be there when they need them to stroke their ego or whatever. And this person is definitely used to being used and abused, okay? And then let's move on to group number 3, person that they like to attract and deal with. They like to deal with people who are wounded. They have possibly dysfunctional childhoods, where they've been abused, or they grew up in poverty, or they grew up in situations where there was abusive parents, or some sort of domestic violence in the home or something. They've been energies go. They dwell on this energy. So they love a person that's very fair and understanding, like your person. Your person is like able to kind of ground themselves to match a person's energy, or they can sympathize, or more so empathize with another person, and kind of be like, that's not right. I feel sorry for you. If that was me, I wouldn't have done that. Like, they make this person feel protected, and like or they just have that way about them that's very fair and honest. So they help this person feel grounded, based person, and solve problems for people. And this feeds this person's energy or ego. They could be like a foster child. They could be a child that was adopted or orphaned. But let's see more of what this person is like. This card wanted to come out. Open relationship. This could be a case where it's not always like a boyfriend-girlfriend situation. It could be, or boyfriend-boyfriend, or girlfriend-girlfriend. It could just be a situation where they both just see each other and they like having each other around. Fun times, yeah. It's just one of those things that courting, they like to go out and date and dress up and look good together and all of that stuff, but it's not that deep. This group right here, whoever, when they choose a partner, that's what it is. It's like, I don't know why my cards are like facing upward. I don't know if that's the way I shuffled them or something. Let's see. Six of Swords, Three of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. So you could be dealing with water signs, earth signs, air signs. Doesn't have to be. But this is a person that, with the Six of Swords, wants to be that person that helps you and has your back, helps you understand things, and rise out for the sunset for you. There when you need them, work with you, but they'll never settle down with you. Like, they choose to just keep it open, and that's that. That's where they're at with the people they deal with. And this was the Amira, I think it's Amira's Love Oracle deck. And I got this off Amazon. I don't know if they have any more in stock. I don't know. Because I got this deck like a couple of years ago online on Amazon, I believe. So I don't know if she has any more of these decks in stock. I don't know. It was a while ago. Okay. So let's see, what is it that attracts this person to you? Group number 1 or 2. What is it about you that attracts this person to you? Group number 1, 2, and 3. What is it about group number 1 that this person is attracted to, that attracts them to the viewer? The King of Pentacles. So, King of Pentacles, you could be very stable, very grounded. You could be someone who is, you have everything together. You don't really need this person, and they like that about you. The High Priestess and the Moon. Remember, this is the monk and the nun, the spiritualist person. You're spiritual too. And remember how I was saying that the other people that they're into, they're spiritual too. They got like gifts and they're aware of their intuitive abilities and whatnot. So are you, as the high priestess and the moon card. You're also able to tap into their inner emotions and needs without speaking or without needing much information. Like you can just tap into their emotions and you know what it is and you understand them on a deep spiritual emotional level, and that's what attracts them to you. You could be someone who's already into spiritual arts, and or this is what you do professionally, because you got the King of Pentacles, so this could be your profession. And that's what attracts this person to you the most. They like that about you. They like the fact that they don't have to tell you what's going on in their life and you just call it out. They like the fact that you're balanced in your spiritual aspects, but you're also balanced in your material world to where you can still live life. You can still hang out with different types of people, a crowd or group of people. You're not just subject to one type of living or mindset even. You have a mystique about you. You're also very mysterious, and that's another thing that attracts them to you. And you're kind of like, you're an open book, but you're not. Like, you'll keep it real and honest, but you also are like, there's so much more to you that they know they have yet to uncover, or they have not even had the chance to even unfold, or a lot of people don't get to see. You have a like I said, a mysterious aspect of you. So let's see about group number twos. What about you guys attracts this person to you? What is it about you that attracted them? Got a lot of cards. Okay. You have the Hierophant, the Seven of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the Hangman. So you're a little different from the rest. Like, you don't bend and fold for them. You're a person that bends the rules a little bit, because you have a rebellious energy with the Hangman, and then you have the Hierophant, which is very traditional, very structured. So you are not about bending, and they kind of like that about you. Like the others, they might be very docile and a pushover, but not you. Only if you want to. So you might do things for them that you wouldn't necessarily do, but only on your call, only when you want them to, or only when you want to do it. Um, you're also very emotional, but it's with balance. Like with this person, you give your heart openly, but you can easily just be like, nah, you're playing games. I'm taking whatever you thought you was getting from me away. Like, I'll love you to the depths of my soul, but as soon as you start playing games, I'm out. You're very patient. You're someone who gives equally to a relationship, and they like that about you. But again, you have this aura about you that will put this person on time out if you have to. You also are very if you're a woman, you're very traditional when it comes to your approach with love. You like to play the woman role and cook and do nice things for him, maybe clean his laundry or whatever his or her laundry. You might do things for them like that. Thoughtful things around the house, or when they're sick, you're like, I brought you some soup, I brought you some food, or I thought about you, I brought you your favorite drink or something, or you're just very thoughtful. If you're a guy, also same thing, like, I thought about you, I bought you your favorite movie. Let's go out, or let's sit down together and watch a movie. I did this for you. I cooked for you. Or they might even go out and get your feminine products for you. Like, they'll do that. But as soon as you play games with them, you're out. Or soon as they play games with you, you're out. They like that energy about you. All right, that's group number 2. Let's tap into group number 3's energy. What is it that attracts this person of group number 3 to the viewer? What is it about them that attracts them to the viewer? Six of Swords. The Sun, which is very provocative. It's not the little boy and, riding on the horse. The Six of Pentacles. A lot of cards cards want to come out for y'all. Eight of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, Five of Cups. So this person, you could be equally uplifting of one another, especially in times of need, especially in times of like when you guys are feeling low and feeling down. You guys are kind of like each other's light. So it's not necessarily that you take more from the other person and they take more from you. It's kind of like an equal exchange, because it's like you might be an empath where you like to heal and give to others, and they also may be that way, because remember, you have the, you know, the fair, the just person that likes to help others and likes to make things fair for everyone around them. So they get to play that role, but also you get to play that role, and they like it. They don't mind it, because they're not just giving and not getting anything in return. Whereas maybe the people that they deal with are wounded and they don't take responsibility for everything that they go through. They kind of just want everybody to coddle them and baby them, versus you, you have something to offer, and you uplift them just the same, because the Sun card has a couple, so it's 50-50. It's not just one-sided. You know, as you go through your hurt, I'm here for you, and vice versa. And that's what they like, that you can help them make sense of all their pain. With the Ten of Swords, you can help them to move past that, and vice versa. um and I get that you guys are not really the most emotional of persons in this group either. Like, your person's not really that emotional either. You guys like to keep it practical and keep it fun and keep it light for the most part. You like a friendship in your relationship more so than a romantic basis. It's more of a friendly energy before anything else, and I feel like you both agree on that, that that's what you want. And you guys have a steady relationship. Like, you guys could be cool forever. Like, even if you guys haven't seen each other in a while, you guys can come back and still deal with each other. Even if you guys had a falling out or something, you guys could still come back and be cool. This could go on for years, this type of situation, if you allow it. But if both parties are comfortable with it, that's what it is. So okay, so let's see, like, what caused this person to be attracted to these types of patterns and these types of people. Why do they date multiple people like this? What is it in them that caused this? I want to see for each group 1, 2, and 3. Like, what was the genesis of this person's behavior and the choices that they make with partnerships? Knight of Pentacles, Hierophant, Queen of Cups. So I'm taking this as group number 1. So the genesis of this person, it started out in the home. Okay. Um, this person grew up religious, in a religious background. So they look for someone that they can relate to on a religious or spiritual level. Their mother and father, their father could have been heavy in like church or something, could be Catholic for some of you. The mother was very docile. Um, if there was a father in the home, or mother in the home, some parent was very docile and um, traditional, stay-at-home mom type of thing, but very spiritual and very needy almost to some extent. Yes, the mother was very religious, also very gifted. She might have called herself a prophet, or she could have been into um, mediumship, or intuitive readings or something. If these, and their father could have been like a voodoo priestess or something. Some of them, it's not all religious. This could be spiritual too. So they had that background. So that's the basis of what they truly look for. They could care less what else comes with a person. They look for a person that they connect with spiritually. They kind of don't look at other things to fulfill them. They're also feel like this person is also very simple and very practical. It doesn't take much to please this person, but in actuality, they really don't know what they're seeking or what they're really looking for. They think that it's you know, oh, someone that's of the same religion or spirituality as me, or just someone who's into chakras, but it goes deeper than that. I feel like this person wants a deep spiritual connection, not based off of practicality or relation. Like, oh, you practice voodoo too. Oh, so do I. Just because of that, that doesn't mean that that's a person that's meant for you, or that's someone that's equal to you energetically. It just means that you guys have something in common, basically. So yeah, this person doesn't know what they want, to put it This person doesn't know what they want. So group number 2, let's see. What is there? The Genesis says of group number 2's behavior and choosing partners. Where did this start? The Star, or no, sorry, this looks like the Stars, the Hermit, sorry. The Hermit, the Page of Wands, the Five of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Chariot. Okay, so this person is very immature, and I feel like the energy that started very young out of adolescence. This person was sexually active at a very young age, I feel, or started dating very young. Um, they were a sheltered child, so at some point they kind of like did deviant things, and I feel like they might have moved around a lot. They moved a lot. Their parents may have been always away at work or something, so this child just got into things they had no business. They could have been violent. They could have been an angry child. um they're very violent, I want to say, for some of them. Very violent, or they have a violent past, or as a child they were always like in the streets, or they were always up to no good, and that's because their parents never really were there. It was like one of the parents could have been at a distance, so they could have been raised by a single parent. um, they were very sheltered, or their parents tried their best to keep them close, and a close watch on them, a close watchful eye on them. But this person, as a child, they were just a mess. They were forced to be reckoned with. Like, they were always into something. And I feel they wanted to grow up very fast. Like, they try to figure things out very young. And I feel like they got in relationships fairly young too. So this person, the reason why that they like these docile, you need me types is because they're very controlling. They have a controlling nature. They don't have any control over their own lives. So that's why they kind of like a person that um, can do for them and be there for them. And especially if you have absentee parenting in your life, you're going to want people to kind of be there, and they might want to take that role of what they feel like their parents didn't do, or maybe they feel like their parents were strict, so they kind of carry that excuse me, that same energy over into their love relationships, that false parenting, like I'm the mom or I'm the dad type of energy. Okay, so let's see, what was the genesis of group number 3? What started this person's journey on their love relationships, or choosing the type of partners that they choose? King of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Page of Cups. I feel like there's one more. The Death card. I feel like this person is empath, so naturally they want to help other people. They may be bored with their lives. They might feel like they're lonely. Um, all they have is themselves. They could have been someone who lost a parent at a young age, because I'm seeing the King of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords. It's got blood on it, and then you have the Death card at the end. And the Page of Cups could be them as a child. They could have lost a parent at a very young age, and they feel like they could have done better. Maybe this parent was sick or ill, or some sort of injustice happened to this parent. And I feel like they are just kind of lonely, and they feel like their purpose is to be needed and wanted and to give to other people. Um, and I feel like they come from a pure heart for the essence, but this is like inner child wounds that attracts them to partners that are very needy upon them and want them to solve their problems and issues. And I feel like it's a little bit of guilt that they have as a child because of something that they feel like they could have done better, or they could have saved somebody or helped someone, which it's not really their fault. Okay. So currently, what's their dating situation? Because I want to see, like, what's their current situations, their dating situations right now. Because I feel like these people they all have, what they all have in common, they need healing. They need to kind of reflect more inwardly. It's kind of like they're missing the mark on something. Especially group number 2 and 3, they have a lot of healing, but group number 1 is kind of like a lost person. They don't really know themselves. Instead of like spending a lot of time doing spiritual work, um, like trying to do like mundane things like spell work and altar work or whatever else they're doing, they're not really working on themselves, if that makes sense. They're not doing work inwardly. They're not doing inward work. They're doing outward work, if that makes sense. So let's see what everyone's dating situations are. These groups of men or women that you're dealing with, like where are they at with these other people? Huh. I am sweating. It's hot in here. Okay, so group number 1, King of Swords, Seven of Swords, and Ten of Cups. They're pretending that they're complete and happy, whether that's the situation they have going with. I don't feel like they're seeing one person. It seems like they're very selfish in their pursuits. When it comes to romance, I don't see them with someone specifically, but they might be in a committed relationship with someone with the Ten of Cups, and they're just projecting that it's all fine and dandy, but in actuality, they're freaking miserable. They're very cold. There's no connectedness. Um, for some of you, they're pretending that they're not connected to someone else and that they're not happy, and they're just trying to play it off to keep a facade with you going. Like, I'm single and I'm loving it. But in actuality, they could be with someone right now, or they could be stuck on an individual romantically. They could be married or in a stable bond, but they're projecting that they're single when they're really not. It's either or. Take what resonates. Group number 2's people, you have the Prince of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords, the Lover's card, and the Hanged Man. So they're stuck with making a decision between um, two different persons. So it could be two different individuals or just two different types of energies of a person. So they could be like interested in this conservative, righteous type of person versus this person who's very open and free spirited, maybe even promiscuous, but it's like different types of energies, and they're kind of conflicted by that. They do feel love towards someone. There's a romantic bond, and I feel someone, excuse me, these docile women, they can easily come across as like everything that they want and need. This woman's fully clothed, but I feel like she represents a more traditional woman. She doesn't have to be like this sweetheart person for the most part. I feel like they do deal with very sweet, um pure hearted women or men, but they're drawn to a person who's more authentic and who's more free spirited and liberated in their own right, in their own walk and path. And they're making a decision between, do I want this type of person or do I want that type of person? I don't feel like it's a specific person. I feel like these are energies that this represents. And they're stuck, and they're more so worried about what everybody else is going to think about them, because for some they are with somebody else, and there could be a child involved. There could be a living situation that's not easy to get out of, or it could just be that they walk around with this certain type of woman or man, and what is everybody going to think if I decide this other type of person, because this other individual does not fit um, their type or their moral codes or something. Because this man and woman right here, they're dressed up, and this woman is nude. So this woman in nude represents that taboo, that represents something that no one would see them with. And it doesn't mean that because she's beautiful, it doesn't mean that she's not attractive. It just means she's not the typical go-to for them for whatever reason. Group number 3, you have the Moon, the Ten of Swords, and the King of Wands. I will tell you that group number 1 and 3's people are way more mature than group number 2's person. This person is either they could be younger than you, could be a metaphor for being younger, or they could just be very immature in comparison to these other groups of people. So the Moon card, the Ten of Swords, and the King of Wands for group 3, their current romantic situations, I feel they they don't know what they want either. They might be trying to make a decision whether they need to cut some people off. They could be going through a dark period actually and just trying to remain focused on other things that they have going on in their life right now. I don't feel like they're emotionally attached to anyone. They're not even sure. It's like a blurred line between some of these connections or a specific connection that they're in. They don't know where that situation stands. They don't know what it is. It's very blurry. It's not clear. Excuse me. Okay, so let's see what their current energies are with you right now. What's their current energies with you? Group number 1, 2, and 3. Where is this person's energies at with the viewers of group number 1, 2, and 3? The Sun card, the Five of Cups, and the Three of Swords. Current energy between you is that they are aware that they're unhappy and you're unhappy with the situation. They're aware of that. So they know that they're unhappy with the situation between you and they know that you're not happy with it. Because there could have been a betrayal of some sort, or could have been some sort of disappointment that this person um, brought upon you, or both. Both of you guys could have disappointed each other. Because I feel like there was an expectation, or there was a friendship first, or that there was some sort of lighthearted energy where it was just cool in the beginning and then it led to this disappointment. And I feel some of you guys, it could have been this connection came in like a blessing in disguise, or this person was like, you weren't really hung up on what it was or what it could be at the time. It was just fun in the moment. It was just this beautiful energy in the beginning. And then it kind of led to expectations of something more. And I feel like that led to disappointment for some of you, or just something happened um, between you two that was not favorable. But they're not happy with the way things are between you guys. And either are you, and they know this. They're aware of that. Seven of Cups, Eight of Cups, yeah. Prince of Wands. So they may have kind of played you, or you felt like this person played you and like just dipped out into the sunset with somebody else, or just dipped out and moved on about theirs and left you stuck. With the Seven of Cups and Eight of Cups, you just felt like it was an illusion. You felt like this person just painted this picture that was not true. You were caught up in a fantasy. I feel like there was expectations of this person or the situation. Like you had expectations and maybe they had expectations, and just wanting to see what you wanted to see, and something like the ship just sailed. It wasn't there was some sort of moving on without the other person, and I feel like that's what made you feel like this person is selfish. And in a way, they may have made a selfish decision. um Eight of Swords. I feel like a person left because they were feeling trapped. I feel like it, yeah, it could be another person involved with the Lover's card. It could have been a situation where, or they just felt like this is the type of person that I should be with. If it's not a specific person, then it's just the energy, a type of person. Like I should be with this type of person. And you represented something different. And that kind of made them feel, a sense of like, um, they felt trapped and they felt confused and not in control. So the Hangman, the Eight of Wands, Six of Wands for group number 2. So yeah, group number 2, like your person in your current situation, is that they are still focused on what other people will think about them, and they might even be in this position where spirit is got them in a compromising space to where certain things are not happening or moving forward as they want them to. I feel like this person is still drawn to you and still attracted to you, or you and this person may have recently stopped dealing with each other, or you stopped having sex with this person. For some of you, like, you put the pause on that um, with them. You Someone left the other person hanging, and I feel like it was for a facade or just some sort of projection with the Judgment card. Someone got called out, even something was publicly known, or you saw something. This person may have posted something on social media, or they made something known to you, or you found something out about this person, and it was like, oh, for real? Okay. And it's like you put this person on pause. Spirit may also be calling this person to be truthful and honest about the situation with you, maybe just within themselves, but they need to be honest about the situation. I'm picking up a lot of energies with this one. This is a general reading, so I can't spend too much time on that. If you guys would like to book a personal reading, you guys most definitely can, to look further into the situation. If there's something, a reading on my website that does not fit the inquiry that you're looking for, or the question you have, I would suggest a general reading. That way you can ask whatever question you want to ask. Group number 3, you have the King of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. So this person is conflicted whether what their priorities are, whether they should fully commit to you or not. I feel they're thinking about it, because I feel like they don't want to be by themselves. They don't want to just be, in and out of people's lives, because I feel like they've grown comfortable with being alone and having people in their life only, at arm's length and when they want them or need them, but still being a good person, still being a good guy, a good woman, even just being very forthcoming and honest. But now it's like, okay, am I really ready to settle down? Because the truth is, they really do want a divine connection. And they may feel love with you, and they may want to offer something to you. With the Two of Swords, you have Two of Pentacles and Two of Swords. They are conflicted about this. They don't know what decision to make. The Death card. So they're going through a change within themselves, like a certain way that they used to be. They're contemplating whether or not they should let that person go and start fresh and start new, and add another person into their life, basically, which could be you, because they're thinking about this. Okay. So let's see what the probable outcome is of the situation with these other parties involved, versus the probable outcome between you and this person. So let's see, for those, for group 1, with their love situations with others, what is a probable outcome? The Queen of Swords. This is the Seven of Pentacles. A lot of court cards. There's a lot of people that's involved. So you got the Queen of Swords, the King of Cups, the King of Cups, Queen of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and Queen of Wands. So you have 2 queens. I feel like this person is dealing with multiple women, and multiple men, too, actually. So for some, you're dealing with a man who has, or woman, who has 2 men or women, okay, at the most 2, which could be you and one other person, or you and 2 other persons, basically. Take whatever resonates. Um, for the guys, if you're asking about a male, um, or you're asking about a person that dates men, rather, that dates men or is in relationships with men, they have one who might be older than them and one who's younger, or one who's about their age, or whatever. So it could be one about their age, one who's younger or older. And then um, whoever deals with women, they're trying to choose between these 2 divine feminine energies, basically. So yeah. Could be an air sign woman and a fire sign woman, men, water sign, and earth sign specifically, but it doesn't have to be that. They're trying to take their time with this, or they're not going to rush into making a decision about this. They're kind of just going to continue to keep these people waiting on them, basically. I feel like they're going to continue to have someone waiting. And if it's not that, I feel like this King of Cups can represent this man who's just like, giving all of his love away to everybody, but in doses, slow doses, like on my terms, when I want to give it, and when and where and how I want to give it. It's on my terms, and you're gonna have to wait on me. Basically, these two women are gonna have to wait. These are powerful women, though. These aren't women that you get to just play games with, though. Like, one has a mouth on her, and the other is very calculated and will make some moves that she needs to. When it comes to the men, there's a man that's giving his all, and there's one that's giving money. But it's like slow doses. Like, they're not giving everything because they're kind of waiting on this person to make a decision about them. So this is different energies that I'm picking up on. So this is the potential future outcome. It's still going to be a decision of waiting and playing games with these women that they're dating and these men that they're dating for group number one. So let's see group number two. What's the potential outcome for them with these other parties that they're dealing with? The Emperor, Page of Pentacles, Six of Swords. Okay. The Queen of Cups. So they could be, if this is a man that you're asking about with a woman involved, because I only see one other woman involved. I don't see multiple women. If this is a man, I don't really see multiple men, but I do see a possibility of a person with a child. So that's another extension that they're dealing with, whether it's their own or whether it's somebody else's child. Because the Queen of Cups and the Emperor is kind of like, this is a divine masculine energy that's with a woman who's not quite ready spiritually, or just this is not their divine feminine, and they're dealing with this person because there's a child involved, and they're having a hard time with moving away. But it's a big potential that this person is like already made the decision, like, this is not the person for me. This Queen of Cups is not the one. Because I know who I am and I know what I deserve, and I'm not going to allow this child. And it could be that there's obligations, financial obligations to this child that's keeping them stuck, or they are like, they're perceiving that that's what's bound, like keeping them bound. They don't want to leave this woman and this child. If this is a woman you're dealing with, she doesn't want to leave this man because she could be married to this person. The Emperor is a father, and they have children, and it could be financially he's taking care of her. So someone's trying to come up with some strategies to get out of the situation, make some moves, make sure that all their ducks are in a row before they take any action with moving on. Um, Someone's trying to manifest an escape, or trying to manifest, like trying to make something happen. Whether they're doing this on a spiritual level, which most of them are, like knowingly or unknowingly, they're trying to manifest or create something to get them out of here. And I don't feel like this is a bad person. The Queen of Cups is not a bad person, but it's not the person for them. And they do feel like the reason why they have to keep up the status quo is because this person gives something to them that they know no one else is going to do, especially if this is the mother of their child. Sometimes, or this could be their wife, or this could be their husband, or the father of their children. They've been down for this person. They feel like they owe them that loyalty. um or maybe the person that you're dealing with, they're dealing with somebody that's always been there for them and always been down. And what would it look like if I left this person? What would it look like if I choose another person over them? How would that look? But somebody, they want to get away. And they could be dealing with a Cancer person or a Pisces. This Queen of Cups can be that. But they want to get away. Because they know inside that this is not the person for them. And they want a person that matches that powerhouse energy that they have. That they want a power couple type of relationship. And with the Queen of Cups, not to knock her because she's very sweet, but she can be a pushover sometimes. She's too much of a people pleaser, but they're looking for their empress. That's basically what they're truly looking for, even though they might project that they want to be the boss and they like being the boss and they like telling someone what to do. In actuality, they want someone who's their divine match. They want someone who's they want somebody who fits the potential of who they know that they are, or that they can be, or that they see themselves to be. They don't really want a person that they can push over. So let's see what group number three's person's potential future holds for their other relationships. And my ear itches. Group number three. The Devil. The Star. And the Four Wands. So they're stuck in a lifestyle that they've just grown accustomed to. I don't feel like this is a bad person, but like I said, they love fun. Like, they love having those strings attached, and they love people that understand that. Like, there's no strings attached. Like, hey, I'm messing with you, you messing with me, we understand what it is. I will probably date someone else tomorrow. I'll probably have sex with another person tomorrow, and if it is what it is. We might have some threesomes or whatever. I'll be there when you need me to be there. I'm your friend first and foremost, so I'm always going to have your back type of person. They've grown accustomed to that, but in actuality, they really dream of a stable foundation with a person, with one person. And they're having fun in this, but they kind of feel like it's gotten the best of them. Like, it's kind of become a nightmare for them to be in this energy. And they almost feel tainted, that they don't deserve what they want. They feel like they're dirty. Um, and they don't feel like they're deserving of that pure loving connection with someone. They don't feel like they're worthy of this feminine energy, this woman who has everything. She's just completely gorgeous and beautiful in essence. Or this man is completely beautiful in their aura, and they have so much to offer and so much to give, everything that they could ever want. Or their dream person, whether they've met them or not, they have an ideal, and they feel like they're too dirty to have that. So I feel like they almost feel trapped in their own fantasy that they created, this lifestyle that they created. Feel trapped in that and don't know how to get out of it. But with the Moon card, it's like they're not. It's almost like this person doesn't know, with the Moon card, that they're actually free to make whatever decision that they want to make, but it's their own fear, their own ego, that makes them believe that they can't get out of this. And I would even say that they're a little bit right, that they are tainted energetically, um, because of the person that they've been dealing with. I'm sorry for the glitching, you guys. The type of people that, yeah, the wounded energy was actually the shadow energy. So they like to deal with wounded people who have sex traumas, who've been abused. So they kind of carry those energies over, and these people have not healed themselves. So they're carrying that exchange they have with that person. They're carrying that. So they actually do need to spiritually cleanse themselves before they can be in a healthy dynamic, because that's really what it is. But a lot of it is like, woe is me. They don't see themselves as deserving. Remember how I said they have a guilt trip in their life. As a child, they always felt guilty. They didn't feel like they did enough or could have done more, especially if they lost a parent. They feel like they did something wrong, or they could have been there, or they should have known better or something. So they judge themselves, and I feel like that's an energy they also need to clear out. But that's where they are. I feel like they might even be aware of this, or they currently are healing this. So let's see what the potential outcome between you and this person, group 1, 2, and 3. Group 1, 2, and 3. What is the potential outcome between the viewer and their person that they are dealing with? Okay, I'm gonna split the deck into threes. Start with group 1. High Priestess again. You guys keep coming out as the High Priestess, the King of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. So intuitively, this person knows. Are these the same people or what? And am I tripping? I think this was. I know I'm not crazy, because I just seen these two queens and this king. Yeah, I know. Anywho. So this High Priestess, I feel like, is you. These other queens different. These are not you. For most of you guys, I feel like these are extensions of the situation. And then here's you as a high priestess because you came out as a high priestess in this group before. And this King of Cups is here again. So Ace of Swords. They know they need to cut somebody off. And they look at you as like, kind of like these peasants, like, oh, look at all this drama over here, and I'm sitting over here like peaceful and blissful, minding my own business, maybe even taking care of my own business and running my own business, and I'm not focused on this. You guys can fight over this person. This person is not giving anything to the situation, and I'm over here chilling, but I know everything that's going on. I don't really need to know because I already know. I don't need to spy. Some of you guys could be spying and kind of keeping information to yourself, or you're gathering information through readings, whether you do the readings on your own or you're getting readings or something, or you're getting dreams or premonitions, because I feel like you guys are very wise, and so is this person. Remember, this is an intuitive person, so they know what's going on and they know what's up. They're also dealing with people who on their own level are very intuitive. Remember, I said this person likes other people who are spiritual or religious, who have spiritual gifts or powers, so they're attracted. Even if it's a subconscious attraction, that's what they really like. So but you are on another level, though. You're way more equipped than this person and these other people down here. Not to shame these, not to beat them up, but they know that they need to make a decision, and you know that this person, not really that they need to make a decision, but you know that they're not, these people down here aren't getting anything out of the situation. If this is a woman that you're asking about, she's caught up in a third party with a man that will never give anything to her, and she knows that intuitively. She's not stupid, but it's like these two women are in competition with this man. They're in competition, they're fighting over this man, and it's not a battle that's going to be won. Basically, it's a waste of time, it's a waste of energy, and I feel that's probably why you've decided to stay in the background or just mind your own business. You might not even be dealing with this person or talking to this person. So that's the potential future. Is like you might get some information on this person or the situation at hand, but I see you minding your own business because you know everything is not what it is with this person. Okay, group number two of Pentacles, the Hangman. Again, God, this is a stalker card for this group. The King of Pentacles. I feel guided to pull one more. One more. Okay, hold on. This card is sticking out. Okay, so you have the King of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Hangman, Knight of Cups, and Four of Swords. Again, this person is like, I'm not going to leave. I feel like this is where they're at. So either you walked away or you're going to walk away in the potential future, because it's like this person is very stuck and stagnant. They're still juggling between two different energies, or they're still like unsure and uncertain. They're still actively giving to the situation with you and this other person, and they're just reaping the benefits. You see how he's drinking the cup, and this woman is feeding him this water, feeding him the water or letting him drink the water, whatever. So they're benefiting off of this. And I kind of feel like in the back of their mind, they're saying to themselves, like, I'm not really going to leave this situation that I feel stuck in until this other person walks away from me. That's the only way I'll ever leave this person, is if she leaves me or he leaves me. And I feel like that's what's going to lead to you walking away, or you've already done that. Um, this person may feel a sense of remorse at the fact that you left. They're kind of playing dead, like they're kind of removing themselves or isolating themselves for you in hopes that you will walk away so that they won't have to make this heavy decision. Potentially, that's just what I'm picking up for some of you. Just take what resonates. If that sounds like something that this person would do, you would know. But it's like someone is going to decide, like, I can't do this anymore, and just walk away from this. They're tired of giving to this person and tired of feeding this person. And it could be both women. But I feel one person, because these are two different types of women, this one person is going to continue to give and give. And the sad part is this woman has so much light in her. She has so much light and has so much to offer, and she's giving to this person that really doesn't have anything to give and is not giving to her really equally. um And that's just for some, but it could be this man is playing this role where he doesn't have anything to give, but he keeps giving and giving of himself. It's like roles reversal. It's like this man is like feminine in his energy and he's not standing in his power. But just take what resonates. Okay, group number 3. The Magician, the Queen of Cups, the Lovers, the Tower, and the Emperor. I don't know why I feel guided to pull all those cards. They have a lot of major arcana. So this person is going through a karmic cycle that they're healing, or they're going through a spiritual awakening for sure with the Tower card. And it's giving them a revelation about their relationships with others, their love life. And this Emperor and the Queen of Cups came out in group number 2. So they might be feeling the same, that they're just not settled. They're just not settled or happy with the type of partners that they're getting. They also may feel like they have a lot of healing that they need to do and a lot of growing up that they need to do in order to have that love relationship. And they may be trying to manifest something with you, or they might have feel like they've lost their chances with you, but there's love here. Like this person does have love for you. um they might have felt like they were in, for some of you, they might have felt like they were in love with someone else. This person is afraid of being hurt, because some of them, they feel like you're too good to be true. They feel like you could be like just like all the other women, because with them it's very easy to spot a woman who just wants, or a guy who just wants sex and who's just all about a good time. They're not looking for anything. But when it comes to you, something about you kind of has the same essence of that person, the same aura or energy of this person. So they're kind of afraid to take what you have to offer because they feel like it could just crash and burn. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. But they're going through a spiritual awakening about the process of their love life. And I feel like they know they also need to make a decision. Some of them may be trying to figure out a way to communicate with you. They don't know how, but they're trying to figure it out, trying to create an avenue to talk to you, basically. So let's see what your advice is, everybody. What's your advice? What's the collective's advice with each of these situations? Share advice. Flirt, wedding, calling in your soulmate. Stay optimistic about your love life and soulmate. Okay. So the overall energy, like your advice with the flirt card, is I feel like Spirit is telling you not to put all of your eggs into one basket. Um, Not to hold yourself back from love, not to become bitter or resentful when it comes to these situations, because I feel like Spirit does want you to send this person love to, especially to extend that forgiveness, because I feel some of them are stuck in a relationship, most of them, and some of this includes marriage or engagements. And I feel like Spirit is saying to kind of look at this situation and look at it from this person's perspective too. But they also want you to approach your love life knowing that your prayers have been heard, that whoever is your true soulmate or divine counterpart, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to label it, that person for you out there, whether it be this person you're seeking or someone else, know that you're not going to be ripped of your gift and your promise from God of a divine counterpart. That all your prayers and all of your work has not been for naught, and to keep focusing on that and keep praying and keep asking Spirit to guide you and lead you to that, and whatever you need to do in the process, help you. And then stay optimistic, focusing on the positives of your love life, and not, because even in the midst of this, there's always something positive you can take out of the situation. What am I learning? What have I healed with this? What is this person showing me that I need to heal? What is this person triggering in me that I need to see? Or what is it that I can focus on to see more of what I want? This person could be showing me more of what I want and what I don't want. This person could be showing me how, just how beautiful and how great I am. The persons that they're dealing with, if you know about them, you could be feeling triggered by them, but what is it that I'm also seeing and learning? It's like you can take the positive out of everything, but spirit does not want you to lose faith in your love life, period. Spirit is not trying to rip you of the one. So if it be that this person is the one, you can't miss on out on a gift that's for you. If this person is not the one, then rest assured, peace and blessings will come to you. You're not being ripped of that. Just because it might not be the person that you think you wanted does not mean that spirit doesn't have someone that you truly would desire and truly want and is for you. That's the blessing. Um, but the soulmate card, I feel like, yes, you do have a soulmate. And for some of you, yes, this person is what you call a soulmate or a twin flame, divine counterpart. And for others of you, it's just a nod to tell you, yes, you do have a soulmate or some whatever divine counterpart, and they're coming to you. They are being called in, and some of them, they're right behind you. You may be losing focus, and you may be focusing on the wrong things, the wrong person, and not seeing that they're right there. They've been there the whole time, or their energy is so close and they're with you and they never really left you. Reconciliation is at the bottom. So this is an energy maybe that you're manifesting or calling in, or you're manifesting a reconciliation. Spirit is saying, like, whatever you're feeling, your romantic feelings, whatever you're picking up intuitively or sensing when it comes to love. Some of you guys could be like, I feel like my soulmate is close, or I feel like my whatever excuse me, divine counterpart is close, or I feel them coming, or I know that this person is that, or whatever it could be. It's an energy that you feel, and spirit is saying that it's worth exploring and it's worth seeing what's to come out of it and what it is. Like, it's worth discovering and uncovering and seeing what the unfoldment is. And I feel like just be open hearted, not having specific expectations. Of course, it's always good to be specific, but also be open to limitless opportunities and expectations and things to take place and unfold and different timings and what have you. You might want to get married in 2020, but if that's not the time, then it's not the time. Who's to say that the right time is not this year? Who's to say that it won't be 2 years from now? Who knows? Or 2 months, whatever. But just be open and expectant of good things, period, to come. And trust God, trust the universe, trust your angels, trust your ancestors, whatever you believe in. Trust is key. You have to trust and not try to control so much and just resentment and hatefulness. So if you have any bitterness towards this person that you're asking about, like, oh, F him or F her or F the people that they're dealing with or the person they're dealing with, you got some work to do, okay? Because they're not really the bulk of your problems. Like, they're actually showing you some valuable things, and it's up to you how you flip it and take it. So much love as always. If you guys are interested in a personal reading, don't forget to check the description box.